Hi everyone, this is Prathamesh and I am introducing you XIntent. XIntent is a cross-chain intent forwarding layer for Polkadot, using which you could make your Polkadot application accessible from any EVM blockchain without users needing to switch their network or bridge any funds. And let's say, why is it needed? Let's say you are a user on Ethereum and you need to try this cool new DeFi protocol on Polkadot. So you first find the bridge, pay the gas fees, bridge your tokens, then switch your network on MetaMask, somehow acquire the native gas token on Polkadot, and then you are finally able to interact with the dApp on Polkadot, which is almost 5 steps, and most users just drop at step number one. This is the classic liquidity fragmentation problem with Ethereum, which prevents new chain with Polkadot from acquiring new users. The problem is not the tech, but the broken onboarding system. So we built XIntent using which you could make your application accessible to any EVM chain. So the users don't need a new wallet, they don't need to bridge their funds and just could deploy their normal Solidity smart contract on Polkadot. So how does it work? The users deploy their contract on Polkadot. Then they deploy intent executor on Polkadot as well. Then we give them a gateway contract, which is on the source chain, in this case, Somnia. Then an offline relay picks up the event emitted by us, by the users, and then forwards this to Polkadot. And the event is finally, the execution happens on Polkadot, so yeah, the user does not need to move the funds or anything. The source can be any chain and the execution directly happens on Polkadot. So let's see a demo. As you can see, I am connected to the Somnia testnet, and let's say we could see the counter example. I will execute this transaction. I will increment the counter. As you can see, I got this pop-up. I confirm the transaction on Somnia. So it will be emitted by the gateway contract on Somnia. And as you can see, it's finalized on Somnia and the gateway contract has emitted the event and also executed it on Polkadot. So as you can see, the transaction is here on the Somnia Explorer, and the same transaction was executed on Polkadot almost instantly. So as you just saw, I did not have to bridge my funds. I did not have to acquire the native Polkadot token. I did not have to switch network. So this basically reduced the entire onboarding friction for users. As you can see, the Polkadot Hub is the new EVM compatible chain. It's very much fast. It has low gas fees, but users and using this XIntent kit, users just need to wrap their application in the SDK, and then someone from any other EVM chain can directly interact with your Polkadot dApp, thus making it much easier to acquire already existing EVM users. This will help the new Polkadot protocols acquire user very quickly by removing the initial friction and with minimal coding effort. To interact with the SDK, you can check the SDK docs. You need to install the SDK, wrap your application in this XIntent app kit, and you are good to go. No other configuration needed. This is the architecture. The user just signs the transaction on their source wallet. The gateway contract picks it up. Once it is finalized, it forwards the intent to the relay service, which runs off chain. The relay service then verifies the relay, calls the target, and forwards the call data to the ARC executor contract. And the executor contract then finalizes it on Polkadot. So thank you very much. So if you are building on Polkadot and want new users, just wrap your application using the XIntent kit and just onboard users from any other EVM chain. Thank you.